welcome to my Blackbeard operator guide, and we're talking about Blackbeard, the operator in Rainbow Six Siege, not the pirate, so don't get those two confused. Now, Blackbeard is an attacker operator with medium armor and medium speed. He's also part of the Navy SEAL CTU. He's the second operator to come out in the Dustline update, so yeah. Now, for his primaries, he can equip the MK17 CQB assault rifle or the SR-25 marksman rifle. For secondaries, he only has one. It's a D50, just like Valkyrie. For secondary gadget, he can either equip the breaching charges or stun grenades. It's really it's your choice. Now, MK17 provides decent damage and a decent fire rate with a magazine size of 20. So, I'd say that's mid-range for assault rifles. I mean, it's pretty decent. I like it. I also found that it doesn't have very much recoil, so it should be pretty easy to master. Also, when you're using it, I recommend tap firing, so you get that one headshot you need a lot easier. You should always tap fire, because just going like spraying full auto at someone that's like 50 feet away is never going to work out well for you. Now, the SR-25 does more damage, because it's a marksman rifle. Duh. It also has longer range. Also because it's a marksman rifle. Because, duh. It has a magazine capacity of 20, so just like the MK17. So yeah, equal ammo capacities. Has a above average amount of recoil, but if you tap fire and aim your shots carefully, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Just aim and shoot. Don't like spam the trigger. That's all. Now, his only secondary weapon choice is the D50, which I already went over in Valkyrie's guide. But I'll go over those things if you didn't watch that one, and I will put a link to that guide in the description, so you guys can go watch it if you haven't already. Now, the D50 does massive damage for a secondary weapon. It is, I believe, on the weapon screen does 60. But I don't really trust the weapon screen. So, that being said, it does really good damage still. But to counter this, counteract the insane amount of damage it does, has a insane recoil and a small magazine size of 7. So, you get massive damage, high recoil, and low magazine size. So, it's really just a damage dealer. So, when you use it, aim your shots carefully and only spam fire when you absolutely have to. If you're out of primary weapon ammo, trying to hit someone with that secondary, take your time, aim, and then fire. But if someone's right up on you where you practically shove the gun barrel in their head, then spam fire, because you will kill them quickly. Now, secondary gadgets depends on your playstyle, like I always say, because I'm not gonna be no, use this only. If you want to be good, you use this. No, it's your playstyle. Play the way you want. Now, the breaching charges can of course open up more sightlines and entrances for you and your team into the breaching area. Or you can use stun grenades, which can give you an advantage in a firefight. Also, since Blackbeard has his rifle shield, he does have a greater chance of surviving panic fire from a blinded enemy. And what I mean by that is when you stun someone, some people will try to go prone and hide. Other people will just pull down the fire button, and they will fire a lot. And you can sometimes get killed, and it's very aggravating. But since he's got that rifle shield, he can take a lot of those bullets. But like I said, depends on your playstyle. Pick whichever one you want. Now onto Blackbeard's special ability. When the ability button is pressed, Blackbeard will mount his shield onto his primary weapon. It does not go on your deagle. I'm sorry. It only goes onto the MK17 or the SR-25. Now this shield will protect Blackbeard's head, preventing a one-shot kill, and the upper portion of his chest and shoulders. Also, remember to be smart. The shield will only protect your upper half, meaning your lower half is still exposed, so you'll need to take cover and you need to make sure that your cover actually fully covers you and make sure your knee's not poking out, because trust me, they will aim for that immediately. They will hone in on that one spot. Okay, but it's important to note a few things. First, it does take a few seconds to mount the shield, so if you're trying to pull it on during a firefight, enemies might be able to hear the clicking sound of it, and they will rush you, because you're putting your shield on, so it's not like you can fire back at them. Second, when the shield is mounted, it will slow you down. Okay, it's not good. You'll definitely notice if you sprint and then mount the shield and sprint, you'll notice the difference. It slows you down a little good bit. Now, a good way to counter this is to put the shield on your primary weapon, then switch to your pistol. When your secondary is out, you move at normal full speed. Just remember to switch back to your rifle before you enter an engagement, because you want to use your gun before your pistol. Now, the third, final thing I would like to note is your shield will break. Okay, after enough fire, I'd say about half a magazine from an assault rifle, just directly into it, the shield will break and you'll be exposed. It'll shatter, you'll hit RB, and then it won't let you put down another shield. You only get one. That's your chance. So when it breaks, you have to play really smart because you really don't have any abilities above the recruit other than your awesome guns, which I like both of them, by the way. Okay, so since the shield, or here I might as well give you some tips for using the rifle shield effectively. Since the shield protects his head, it makes him one of, if not one of the best peekers in the game. Okay, you can stay aiming down a hallway with no fear of getting headshotted, unless someone flanks you, of course. But you can just look down that hallway, window, door, whatever it is, and you don't gotta worry about getting headshot. You just lean into it and then just hope that you don't get flanked. One really good tactic is to rappel and punch out the bottom of a window. You can peek in from the bottom and shoot your enemies while still being relatively protected. If you want to make the strategy even better, toss in a stun grenade before you start your assault. Because they're blinded, they can't really hit you because you got your shield, and you're badass. Pretty good strategy. Now, another less effective strategy that I wouldn't really recommend for people that don't have their aiming on point is that some of the maps have buildings surrounding them. So go ahead and climb up one with the SR-25. I recommend using that for this strategy. I'd say it's less effective because you really need to get a good shot in your opponents, and but you do have an advantage in this situation because you want to get in those buildings, you want to get sniping perch set up, kind of like Glatz. While having a snipe off, your enemies won't be able to hit you because you have your shield up. They'll be able to shoot you in your chest and your legs and your stuff, which it's still not a one-shot kill. So when they peek to shoot your other body parts, you just shoot them in the head, and then you win that snipe off, bro. Go help out your team. Now another thing, one of the more important things to watch out for, flankers. Everybody hates them because instead of just trying to fight you head on, because most people aren't dumb, they will try to flank your booty hole. Okay, so you need to really watch your back and your sides. If not, have your teammates watch them. Okay, in most situations, the enemy team, if they find out and if they spot you and you're playing as Blackbeard, they will try to distract you so that people can flank and kill you. So another little tip: when you're playing as Blackbeard, wear a headset so you can listen for enemy footsteps or enemies like making noises and stuff like that. It really helps out, which you should be using one anyways, let's be honest. Okay, now combos and counters. Quite a few operators combo really well with Blackbeard. One of these operators is Sledge. You know Sledge, the guy with the hammer? Hammer time? Yeah. Sledge can use his hammer to open up holes which Blackbeard can just fire out of safely. Since he has his rifle shield, he doesn't really have any fear of getting shot from that angle anyways. Another operator that combos well with Blackbeard is Blitz. Blitz can crouch with his shield while Blackbeard stands behind him, making a wall of protection and awesomeness. Then Blitz can blind enemies for Blackbeard to take out. This is a good strategy, good teamwork, you know. Now the final operator that combos very well with Blackbeard is Montaigne. And I'm sorry, I know I'm mispronouncing that, but I'm not French, so you're going to deal with my pronunciation. I do apologize if you are French. I'm sorry. Now, this combo is great for many reasons. Okay, Montaigne can fully extend his shield, make a wall of protection for Blackbeard, but it also becomes a distraction. Blackbeard can stand or crouch behind Montaigne, whichever one you prefer, with his rifle shield mounted and can lean either left or right and fire enemies. This makes such a great combo because the enemy really has to find a way to flank you, or else they can't really stop you unless they use a nitro cell. Those fucking noobs, you know those noobs that just throw a nitro cell at you at the very beginning of an engagement. Fucking hate those guys. Anyways, now to the operators that best counter Blackbeard. One great counter to Blackbeard, Smoke. Okay, he can use his gas canisters to damage Blackbeard, and this is even better when Blackbeard has his shield like mounted because it slows him down. Lengthening the time he is in your gas means more damage it does. Another great counter to Blackbeard is this name. Takanka. It's the Russian guy with the giant turret that no one uses. You know, the pancake gun? Yeah, it's him. The one with the bucket on his head. Takanka? Fuck it. His turrets can easily kill Blackbeard by destroying his shield much faster than normal weapons, or just by shooting him with body shots, since it does massive amounts of damage. Okay, that's about it for combos and counters. Now to summarize. Grab the MK17 for medium range engagements and decent damage, or grab the SR-25 for longer range engagements and for higher damage. Take the breaching charges to open up more sightlines and entrances, or take the stun grenades to blind your enemies, making them easier to kill. When you use the rifle shield, remember to still use cover to protect your lower half. You're not invincible, so use it. Also, listen for enemy footsteps, because when they try to flank you, you want to know where they're coming from so you can turn around, whoop around, and shoot them, because dying sucks, because you have to wait the entire round and just watch cameras. Also, remember to be cautious and still be aggressive, since Blackbeard is one of the best operators for peeking, but you still gotta be careful. And finally, remember to work with your team, but you should do that with any operator, so I'm just giving you a little friendly reminder. Now, thanks for watching this Blackbeard Operator Guide. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe for more awesome Rainbow Six Siege content. I'm the Battlemoon, and I will see you in the next siege.